Okay, welcome race fans and good evening here at Maximum Speed Racing. We're getting ready to kick off here for Watkins Glen for 50 laps in the Nationwide cars. And these guys have been out here practicing. And I'll tell you what, we've got some fantastic lap times here. It looks like about the top 3 or 4 there have turned in some 114s. I take that back. The top 5 have turned in some 114s. So I think we're going to be looking at some really good lap times here and some good racing. So I haven't got any of my co-commentators in the booth with me just yet, so we'll kind of wait around for them. But looks like they're going to start up a little pit party here and get going. And again, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate it. And stick around because good racing here to come real quick. Hey Anthony, how you doing tonight? Welcome there, Speed Racer. Good to see you. I think we're looking at a pretty good race here tonight. Boy, we've got some really fast guys, and these guys have really done exceptionally well here tonight in practice. So, oh hey Abby, how you doing? Boy, long time no see. Good to see you. I usually give you guys. Not sure if you're in here all the time, but yeah, pretty cool. All right. Yeah, my normal shout outs to Cameron, Diane, Sharon, Abby, Leanna, Dylan, Pat, and Logan. Some of our, just a few to name some of the usual followers here on MaxSpeedTV, and we really appreciate you guys more than you know. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We do like to have our subscribers, and kind of gives you the heads up there for future events here at MaxSpeedTV. So we appreciate you guys. I'm doing real well. Thank you for asking, Abby. Appreciate that. It's really awesome. I think we're looking at a good race here tonight. I did not put the points up, and I know you guys really want to kind of keep along with the points, so I promise I'm going to start being a little more faithful about that. You know, we've all been in TeamSpeak chatting now for over an hour, and I could have been having that up for you guys. So that's my bad. I apologize for that. I'm a little more professional than that, so I hope, at least I hope I am. Hope I'm a little more professional than that. Ed out on the track. Ooh. In the MaxSpeedTV car there, the Tide Ride, new paint job that he did here just a few weeks ago. The painting fool right there, Ed Hewitt. He, man, I'll tell you what, I don't think I can remember seeing anybody that can paint a car like he can. He is so meticulous and so precise, and double and triple and quadruple checking everything to make sure everything is lined up perfectly. And he just does an absolutely amazing job in his painting. Well, as usual, the Tuesday night bug is hit again here. We're starting to drop a few frames now and then, so if you'll just give me 1 second, the stream will probably pause for just a second, so I apologize for that, but we'll be right back. I'm going to try to change a setting here and see if that helps. Well, we'll see if that helps any. I don't know. Yeah, $10 Ed. There you go. You might have to refresh your browser maybe to get it. I don't know. It should come back up live. I made a quick change on it. I think I might have been pushing it just a little bit. It's usually that Tuesday night bug that hits here, and I don't know, man. It just seems like every Tuesday night we have issues, but all the other nights of the week, everything runs great. So, I don't know. Kind of a weird thing. I don't know if Tuesday night's a high streaming night on YouTube, or if I just get stuck on a bad server, or what goes on. I don't know. Well, we got about 1 minute left here until qualifying starts, and they'll have a 10-minute session to qualify. So, I guess I do have my co-commentators. Ed's in the booth with me. There we go. Hey, Ed.
Hey, everybody.
How's the track feeling out there tonight?
Greasy.
Really?
Well, for me, it might not for these other guys, but I'm not a road course guy anyway, so. I guess it's about driving the track night, Rudy. You got to drive the track.
There you go. And I'm starting to get into liking the road courses a little more, Ed.
Yeah, 10-4. I guess I mostly need to get my wheel set up where I need to be.
Well, don't look like we're going to have a huge field here tonight, and I think maybe a few people are just kind of probably right along about the same lines as you are, Ed. You know, you're not really crazy about it. So, all right, looks like that's going to wrap it up for practice, folks. We're going to head to qualifying, so we'll step away for just a minute and play our national anthem and be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, Ed, we're back and waiting on some times. It does take quite a little while to get around this track, so we're waiting on them times to come in now.
Okay.
You're going to have to definitely speak up, brother.
10-4.
Got to get that mic a little closer. I've got you turned up all the way, so they get 10 minutes to qualify here. I did make sure I set that to 10 minutes because of the length of time it does take to get around here. So, all right, well, hopefully everybody's having a good evening here, and we're ready to kick this thing off here, get it going.
Cody Griffin with a 1.14.49 449. Well, that's pretty quick. Sean Butler with a 114.582, Reese.
Yes, sir.
Haven't seen James Lehman qualify yet.
Rush said you need to get your mic out of the peanut butter.
He better turn me up.
I got you turned up, brother. Well, the bad thing about qualifying here is that if you do run off the track just a little bit, then you know, it doesn't count that lap, so it could be such a thing. I know James was very fast in practice, the top speed in practice, but if he did run off the track just ever so slight, and you get that just a one incident for hitting the grass or something, it does not count that lap. But he's got 10 minutes to turn a couple of laps. So, Ed, give me 1 minute here. I've got to get some fans going to get it cooled off in here. It's 80 degrees in the booth.
Okay, buddy.
I hope that helps. I got an air conditioner and I got to get it put in, but when I put it in my shed out there, I had it in my shed because it's all insulated and everything. I took them little side things off of it. It's a window shaker, you know, and you know the little side skirts they give you, and I can't find them. I don't know. I think they've got to be out in the shed somewhere. I just got to find, you know, look, I got to dig through there.
There's James Lehman up on board now with a 1:14.311. There it is. There's your fast time for the night.
And I'm not really surprised. You know, he has been practicing and practicing all week long for this. And I just, you know, I hope he just stays with it, and you know, because he's a good racer. He's just got to give himself a break. You know, he just needs to kind of take a chill and run a good race. There you go. Abby's telling her husband to stay focused. Yes, got to stay focused. Well, he started out pretty good with a good qualifying lap. That's really not that bad. Only 3/10 away from Lehman. If Lehman can have the consistency that Christopher's got, you know, then Christopher may be in trouble. But Christopher's he's pretty consistent. I know Butler said he's just probably trying to get just a top 5 tonight, but we'll see how that works out. I don't, you know, Butler, he's usually on a pretty good roll on any track, but I don't know. I think he's just kind of holding a little back from us.
Hey, be back, Ree.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that. I try not to jerry rig things, you know. I try to make it, you know, the way it's supposed to be, not kind of jerry rig it up a little bit. But I'll probably wind up doing that. I've got some cardboard boxes here and stuff if I can't find them. I just hate to do that. But I mean, we have central heat and air in the house, but if I turn the AC down, you know, to cool the room off here, or the booth, it cools down the rest of the house, and it actually makes the rest of the house cold, you know. I'd have to turn it down to about 68 degrees to get it cool in here. And it'll start cooling off here in a little bit. Once the air temperature starts dropping outside, it'll cool off in here really quick. And the bad thing about this, I've got this thermometer actually sitting right in front of everything, so if I move it, it would probably read a different reading. I got it sitting right in front of a monitor, so one of my 3 monitors. Maybe if I move it, it's probably not 80 in here, but it's okay. I mean, it's not hot. Computer's not hot or anything like that. So, well, I'm glad you all tuned in. Got 10 people watching. Get the rest of the family and get them in there. Get your friends and everybody in here to make sure that they do check us out. That's what we like. We like to have all the viewers in here we can get. Tell them we do. I follow along with chat here and started doing that here just recently, probably about a month ago or so, and it does kind of make it a little bit more. I don't know how to put it. A little more exciting for us to follow along with everybody, and gives us a better shot of what you guys are seeing, and if there is a problem, then we know it a little sooner, which is kind of cool. you know, if you guys are having trouble viewing it or watching the race or anything. So that's kind of cool. Get your friends, text them the link or whatever you got to do. Shoot them a link on Facebook. I didn't put anything on Facebook or anything, so. Tommy. Well, if we can see where some of the other guys are qualifying here. Kirk, Christopher Perryman, Kevin O'Brien back a ways. A lot of guys not taking qualifying times here. Steve Hurst, Rush, Brian Phillips, Matthew Breckle, not taking qualifying times. So, all right, well, that's going to wrap it up for qualifying, and we're going to head on over here to the grid, and we'll maybe.
We're on the grid.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on, just give me a minute. Why did it not go to the pace car? There we go. Okay. All right. All right. Qualifying here. Now let's see. James Lehman on the pole with a 114.31. Congratulations to him for grabbing that pole. Cody Griffin on the outside of him in second place. Sean Butler starting third. Stephen Hollingsworth fourth. Christopher Hurlow in fifth. Travis Townsend sixth. Scott Brinson seventh. Daniel Smallwood eighth. David Howard Jr. ninth. And John Mushton Jr. in 10th. William Kirk in 11th. Christopher Perryman 12th. Kevin O'Brien 13th. Tommy is not in there. He's an admin. And Steve Hurst 16th. Rush in 17th. Brian Phillips 18th. Matthew Breckle 19th. And that rounded out the field, I believe. Yep.
I believe so, Rudy.
All right. That's what we wanted to see. Well, we're waiting to get things rolling here. We've had a talk with the admins and Tommy. Tommy knows that, you know, if they would happen to go into turn one and just wad up 6 or 8 of them, that we will throw a caution. Other than that, we won't see any, you know, full course cautions tonight. It'll just be local cautions.
Unless we do have a big pile up in turn one.
Are you racing tonight?
No, sir.
How come you
In here in the
qualified?
I kicked around the idea all the way up until the start of the race, and ultimately I just thought I'd have some fun tonight and call the race with you.
Well, there you go. That's what we want to have, man. We want you to, you know, I want you in the booth with me, but golly, man.
Yeah, I know. And it's hard for me to turn that race car driver off.
I know.
You know how people are when they're competitive.
Yes, sir. I do. I totally understand.
And I'll be honest with you, road racing is not my expertise by any means, and I just think I'll stay out of everybody's way and just be up here in the booth.
There you go.
I think we're having a good race.
I think so too. What happened to Ed?
I'm not sure. Just as I came in, you started talking, he left. He might be up there talking to Tommy.
Okay. Well, I kind of kicked around the idea because, man, I had such a busting headache earlier today. Sinuses. I kind of kicked around the idea. I told him, I said, I'm just thinking about just letting you and him call the race and you know, let him lead and you can fill in and I'll just run the cameras. I just might do that. I might just kind of, you know, you guys just don't leave any dead air.
No. You don't have to worry about that.
All right.
You want me to get him started here?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Yeah, Ed's up there talking to David Howard Jr., so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be back. Well, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Rudy. I hope you get to feeling better, buddy.
Oh, actually, no, I do feel better now than I did you know, earlier today I took an Allegra, and that really kind of helped with the headache. Just sinuses. That time of the year again.
I'm lucky I don't have to be fortunate enough to deal with sinuses.
I've had sinus problems ever since I was a little kid. Well, thank you there, Abby. Appreciate that.
Well, here we go, Rudy. Pace car is coming around, about to duck into the pits, and we're about to go racing at Watkins Glen. Green flag, and we are racing at the Glen, folks. See how everybody gets down into this turn one. Hopefully everybody takes it easy. Cody Griffin on the outside. He's going to take the lead. Coming through one. James Lehman behind him. Stephen Hollinsworth runs fourth. Third, I should say. Sorry. Sean Butler's fourth. Looks like everybody got away clean, Rudy.
Are you using your IRTBO?
No, I'm not. We'll be here in 1 second.
There you go. That'll kind of kick it up for you a little bit, that you can have that driver's list that I was telling you about, where you can see its live timing, and you can see pit stops and everything. So it's really kind of cool. Keeps track of how many times they've been on pit road. But it's not 100% accurate. I can tell you that right from experience.
I'm glad you said something at the beginning, because I'm still not used to using it. But yeah, I got it up and running now.
Boy, everybody made it through the bus stop there. Really, no problems.
Yeah, very good.
I haven't seen anybody off track yet. That's pretty good. Yeah, I know, right? Practice was a caution festival.
You know, these gentlemen just back to turns up. That's all they need to do.
James Lehman was completely sideways, but he saved it and still runs second.
Yeah, what a save, huh?
Yeah, he was wiggling all over the place.
Ed, I'm going to let you two have at it for a little while here, and I'll just kind of be in the background.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, it looks like Cody Griffin's got that lead a little bit.
Yeah, he looks like he's
kicking.
I was going to say, he looks like he's kicking it up a notch there.
If I know Cody, he likes to get out in front and try to drive away from everybody.
Hey, if I was on his shoes, I'd probably do the same thing. But we're not going to let James Lehman in. He's going to be up on his back door. He's pretty quick here through the bus stop.
Yeah, I'm sure just a few moments ago he had to check his drawers after coming around that last turn there on the front stretch. But he saved her, and he's still in the fight, and it looks like he's recovered well, because he's pulled up on Cody Griffin.
Yeah, it does look like that way for sure, Scott. I mean, like I said, he's going to get there. I mean, he's pretty fast here, so we'll see what happens here.
I'm just impressed that so far we have not seen anyone off track. Everybody seems to be holding their line and doing just fine once the race got started.
Coming down the front stretch, Cody's still leading there. We're coming down to turn one right now. Cody Griffin still holds on to that lead after turn one.
And a little further back, Chris Perryman looking underneath with the number 9. William Kirk trying to get by the 67 of John Mushton. Kirk gets by.
John Mushton says he's just going to go up there and ride tonight. If you want to get by me, man. I'm just riding.
It looks like everybody just kind of settling in here, Ed. It's a long race, and everybody just wants to get a little comfort zone right now.
Oh, you know, I mean, I think that's the best way here, especially at Watkins Glen. We're going to be doing 50 laps here tonight, Scott. I think just, just settle down and just drive the track, and that's all you can do, really, mostly. I mean, we know we get off track, we hit the grass, we get some incidents, you know what I mean? But you know what? Maybe these guys just, I don't want no incidents. I just want to drive.
What's our fuel window tonight? How many pit stops do you expect, Ed?
I expect him probably maybe. I want to say maybe 3, maybe even 2, maybe most. 20. You get 25 laps.
Now they should be able to make it on one pit stop. You can get 32 laps on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it would just be a matter if somebody wants fresh tires or not.
Right. That's going to be the whole key here tonight, is fresh tires.
Oh, good, Rudy. That's awesome.
Appreciate that info, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
James Lehman has pulled up all over the bumper of Cody Griffin.
I'm going to say Christopher Pyramid's all over the back bumper of John Mutson there. He wants to get by him. And that'd be for the 10th spot. John Mutson gets a little loose, saves it. Kevin O'Brien here in the back bumper of actually Christopher Pyramid right now. Such good battles back here, gentlemen.
Well, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood watching. Sorry about that. I didn't give you the shout out. I apologize. My bad. But Daniel back here in 6th spot. I'd look for him to try to work his way up toward a little closer to the front as he closes up on Christopher Hurlow.
Just looking through the field, guys, everybody seems to be running a pretty good line. I don't see anybody, getting out of control or losing the car or anything like that. So that's good to see.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And just as I say that, it looks like Rush is off pace coming into the 2nd corner. Not sure what happened to him. His paint scheme not showing up tonight either on my screen. It's weird.
I still got to say, Ed outdid himself when he did that paint job. Farmville 2.
Boy, he closes right at the back of Cody Griffin, but he can't get the job done yet, guys.
I think he's just kind of sitting there right now, Ed. I don't think he's trying to push the issue any. Cody's not the easiest person to get past, and James knows that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, a shout out to Mike and Rose if you're watching too. Chris's parents, that's pretty cool. Always like to have our faithful viewers.
Yes, sir. We appreciate everyone that tunes in and watches these races.
Definitely.
Race number 6 of the season here, Max Speed Racing. First road race of the year, guys. What do we got, 4 on the schedule for the entire year?
I believe 3. We have Road America and Daytona Road we're going to be running.
Very good.
I know a lot of the guys really weren't a big fan of the road courses, but I think it's kind of a good breakup in the oval. Some guys are maybe not as good on the ovals, can be a little bit better in the road courses. So, it's a horse apiece.
And in my case, it gave me a chance to take the week off and kind of gather myself from the first 5 races. The setup is definitely unforgiving, so that's why I'm impressed that nobody has had any issues yet.
Well, I tell you, when I was out there, the second time I went out there, it wasn't so bad, but the first time I went out there, I felt like I was on ice.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. You can't really overdrive the car at all, otherwise you might find yourself in trouble. And with no resets, well, that wouldn't be good.
No, definitely not.
Wouldn't take much to get into that wall and tear the car up pretty good here.
Now I'll give you a rundown of where all of our gentlemen are running right now, guys. We got Cody Griffin out there in 1st. James Lehman in 2nd spot, trying to hold 2nd. Trying to get the 1st spot, but he's still holding 2nd. We got Stephen Hollingworth there in 3rd spot. We got Sean Butler running in the 4th spot. Christopher Harlow running in the 5th spot. Daniel Smallwood, nope, sorry about that. Christopher Harlow, that's what I said, running the 5th spot. Travis Townsend running the 6th spot. Daniel Smallwood running the 7th spot tonight. David Howard Jr. running the 8th spot.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Ed. Hold on. I don't even have Travis Townsend on my relative here because he must have joined right after qualifying was over or something.
Yeah, he did. He joined
did.
extremely late.
Yep, so I don't even have him.
Okay, but he's running in the 6th spot because I just pulled him up. Then we got Daniel Smallwood running in the 7th spot. Davis Howard Jr. running the 8th spot. William D. Kerr running in that 9th spot. I got Kevin O'Brien running in the 10th spot. Finally got in the 10th spot, he did. Christopher Pyramid running in the 11th spot. John Mushton Jr. running the 12th spot.
And Ed, just to follow up on John Mushton Jr., he was just removed from the server.
Oh, now he's gone. I didn't have him gone before.
Not sure, but just as Ed started that, he was removed from the server. But continue on.
Boy.
Sorry, I just wanted to follow up on John Mushton there.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't know what happened. Let's just recycle around, because that's going to change the positions of these cars on this track.
Not sure what happened. Back up front, it's Cody Griffin out front, but he's got James Lehman all over the bumper coming down into turn 1. James has given him no room today, but Cody so far hasn't made a mistake. Stephen Hollingsworth runs third. He's dropped a little bit back. Sean Butler's dropped a little bit behind Hollingsworth. And coming down into the bus stop, we got William Kirk looking low on David Howard Jr., but he thinks better of it. That would have gotten ugly.
Oh, big time.
David Howard maintains the 8th position.
Hey, Scott, we'll finish the rundown here. So we got Rush there running the 12th spot. Brian Phillips running that 13th spot. We have Steve Hurst running the 14th spot. And Matthew Brickle running the 15th spot. No, Matthew Brickle running the 15th spot. And John Meston is out of the race.
And we'll see if we can't get a report on what happened with John Mushton Jr.
Yeah, maybe you could poke Tommy, find out what happened there. Kind of curious to find out. I know he's had a pretty rough week this week with his granddaughter being in a car accident. Well, actually his whole family is in a car accident, and she was in really, really bad shape. But wow.
Yeah, that was the first time I had heard about that, and I definitely want to send out my best wishes, and hopefully everybody recovers to 100% down the road. Yeah, that's terrible news to hear.
Our prayers and thoughts are with John Mushton's family.
Well, Sean Butler's closed up here a little bit now. He's still running in 4th, but he's closed up on Stephen Hollingsworth. And we've got kind of like a 4-car breakaway here.
Yeah, they've all been with about 2.8 seconds the whole race of each other. Looks like Sean has closed up a little bit on these guys. That was 10 completed laps. We're already a 5th of the way through this race. Flying by, guys.
Awesome. That's what we like to hear.
And William Kirk has gotten by David Howard Jr. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like David was a little off the pace. Kirk has gotten by for that 8th spot.
We don't talk about David Howard Jones. He's a patient driver. If you're faster than what he can drive, he'll let you go by. I mean, he won't hold you up.
Yeah, I felt bad earlier in the year. David Howard, when I had that incident in Atlanta, he was the only one that hit me, and I felt bad that I ruined his race. He was pretty cool about it, though.
Yeah, he usually is.
He's a good driver. Got Kevin O'Brien running back here in the 10th spot. Christopher Perryman trying to chase him down. Not used to seeing Perryman back there out of the top 10, but he's running 11th tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usually up in the top 10.
Yeah, and he knows his way around here, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Wolf tonight. Got Brian Phillips back here in 12th position. Running behind him is 69. That's Rush, and it looks like he's got some right front damage on that car. Steve Hurst runs 14th. Matthew Breckel 15th.
Steve Hollingworth, he pulled up in the second spot. Wow. Where'd he come from?
Not sure. Looks like James Lehman fell way back, so I wonder if James Lehman had a moment there that we missed.
Well, his tires are getting worse. Trying to catch Cody Griffin there. Might have got loose there and burned the tire up quick. I'm going to go back and see what happened there. I'm going to do a rewind. I love rewinds. Oh, he got off the apron there. That's what happened.
Yep, coming around to that last corner, he wound up in the sand.
Sure did.
And then almost lost it coming around the last corner, but saved it again. So, yeah, that's what happened to Lehman. He was lucky it only cost him one spot. I'm kind of surprised Sean Butler wasn't able to get by him.
Yeah, I am too. Lucky he didn't go by him. You're right about that, because once you're in that sand, boy, it's tough.
So that's good of James Lehman to wind up in the sand trap and only lose one spot. And he's gathered her in, so he's still in the fight. And it looks like he's closed in a little bit since he's gathered it back in.
It's too bad those little mistakes that's what can happen. You lose second spot, and you got to be watch out for Sean Butler because he drives good here too. So we'll see what happens.
He's got to be careful not to cook the tires now, trying to catch back up either. He's still got quite a few laps he's got to be out there before he can go in to get fresh ones. I don't think I'd be running around here for 15 or 20 laps with slick tires.
I sure wouldn't want to be.
And Cody, I gotta say, he's done a great job tonight on the point. You know, he's hit every corner perfectly, and he's maintained that lead.
Well, that's what it takes here. You got to hit your marks. And if you don't hit your marks just right, you could be in the wall. You could be in the, like you said, Scott, in the sand dunes, and you're stuck out there, you know.
Out on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. In a moment here in the bus stop, Hollingsworth drove it in hard, took a peek, Griffin slammed the door.
He sure did.
Griffin a little wiggly there. He's driving it hard. They're coming up on slower traffic. It's Steve Hurst, the 14 they're coming up on. He'll be the first one, then Matthew Breckel in the 17. Steve Hurst just gets out of their way and lets them go. Good move.
Sure does.
Steve.
I mean, he just there's just respect on the track, and just let the fast cars go by him.
Yes, sir. Looks like Matthew Breckel trying to do the same thing here, and he gets out of James Lehman's way and lets him by.
Oh, gets him a little bump there. So I'm here. Stephen Hollingworth gave Cody a bump coming down in a turn one. Saved it. Cody saved it there, and he let him know that he was there, though.
Unfortunately for Sean Butler, he's found himself caught behind the traffic, and he has lost a lot of ground on the leaders now. They're trying to get out of his way, but he just caught him at a bad spot. And woo, 3 wide down the backstretch.
Cody Griffin said, man, I didn't have stinky pants, but I bet I've got stinky pants now.
Hollingsworth just letting him know he's there.
A couple more cars that we got to pass. A couple of you're not down lap cars yet, but they're going to give them the room though. Let them by.
They'll be down a lap here in a minute. It's the 39 of Brian Phillips and the 69 of Rush.
Rush, yep. Rush did tell him that you come to me, and I'll give you the line.
Good racing at the Glen tonight, folks. Glad you tuned in. Oh, and Cody Griffin sideways trying to get around Rush. He saved it, though. Dirt track.
Did a little dirt tracking there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. It's the first mistake I've seen him make tonight. Good save. Sean Butler's gained a little bit of that time back.
Wow, that was close there. Christopher Hurlow almost got into Brian Phillips coming out of the bus stop turn there. Man, that was close.
I was just about to say something just as you did. I was watching that. Looks like Brian Phillips letting everybody by.
Oh, Smallwood trying to get by him. He gets by him.
And the 41 is off track. He's gathered her back in now, but Christopher Perryman off pace, and he's got left front damage, guys.
Hold on to her.
Well, John, we're just like in the dark here of what happened. You don't really need to type it in chat. I guess that's really none of anybody else's business. But we're like unclear of what happened. I did not get any reports on anything. But hopefully you're all right, and you know we're all wishing your granddaughter a speedy recovery. That's all. You know, we've been talking about that quite a little bit. So hopefully everything is going to be all right.
Yeah, I've still yet to get a report from the admin tower about that, Rudy. Oh, James Lehman's starting to reel these guys back in.
Sure is.
Just as
Who's there, though?
I was going to say, just as I start talking about it, he almost spins it out again. I'll just shut up about James Lehman. I don't want to jinx him. But he's out there, and he's catching back up. Well, and Hollingsworth is sideways.
Oh!
Into the wall again. Wow. Butler gets by.
Local cautions only, so boy, oh boy, he took a heck of a spill there. I wanted to go back and watch that again.
Lehman sideways again coming out of the bus stop, but he saved it again. Tires are getting slick, guys.
Oh, he caught the grass is what happened. He caught the apex of the turn, and that kind of upset the car, and he caught the grass. So, dang, unfortunately for... And I'm not sure, he may be out of the race. He may have had to tow.
Yeah, he hit that wall pretty hard that second time. Probably blew the motor.
Lehman is all over the track. His tires are gone.
Yeah, he's cooked the tires.
He's really he's pushing it too hard to try to keep up with Cody.
Yeah, and he's burning those rear tires up.
He's made some mistakes, and he's been trying to catch back up, and that's what cooked the tires.
I mean, he's out there, you know, like 8 seconds ahead of third place Sean Butler. So, you know, he can just kind of relax a little bit, take his time. They'll probably be coming up on pit stops here before much longer.
Back in fourth and fifth place, you got Christopher Hurlow in the 87 and fourth, and Travis Townsend driving the 83 and fifth. Haven't talked a lot about them guys tonight, but they are having a top 5 night, and they are gaining on Sean Butler. Daniel Smallwood not far behind them in the eBay car, Rudy.
Yeah, that seems to be his favorite car. He said it brings him a lot of good luck, and I gotta agree. The boy runs well in that car.
Ever since he's put it on, he's been like a top 5 magnet. The 83 is all over the bumper of the 87. I imagine it's just going to be another lap or two before he's able to get by, but the 87 is going to pit, so it'll make it easy for him. Christopher Hurlow, our first guy into the pits.
Good. Lap 20 might have pit, right?
Yeah, wants some fresh rubber. That means it'll be a 2-stop race for Christopher Hurlow. He's pitting lap 20 for tires.
Oh, he should be able to make it from here. They were talking earlier that if some guys may try to do the short pit, which is about lap 18.
Okay.
And he just waited one extra lap to kind of probably give him a little insurance. And yeah.
Oh, we'll see if they can run 30 laps on them tires. That's going to be quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
You already see what James Lehman's battling.
Boy, he closed the door up there quick there.
Yeah, he did. I wasn't watching the leaders, but I'm back up on him now, and he has closed the door.
Ed, Justin or John Mushton is in the lobby. If you wanted to drag him down, we could talk to him
Okay, Rudy.
and see what he has to say. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I guess we'll find out. James Lehman in the grass again, almost loses it again. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that during this race, but he saved it again.
Hey, John Mustin's in our room.
Hey, bud, what's up?
What happened, John?
Technical issues there, Rudy.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that. Technical issues, man.
All right. Well, we were talking there a little bit ago. We were just everybody praying for your granddaughter and making sure everything's okay. But I'm sure the prayers have been well received by you and your family. And man, we just wish her a speedy recovery and get her back onto her young life.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much for that, man. Yeah, we've been having a ton of prayers come in and folks calling and checking on her and sending her little. She had a bed full of stuffed animals when I left New Orleans yesterday, so she's well taken care of. Got plenty of company.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, the short time you're out on the track, how did your car feel?
I felt great, actually. I was really happy with the setup that iRacing came out with on that last patch. Was doing a lot of practice with it because I'm not good at road courses, man. I'm strictly a turn left kind of guy when it comes to racing, but I liked it, and seeing some of the talent that we got out there tonight, it's gonna. I know folks look at road courses like they're kind of boring, but when you got guys like Griffin out there racing hard with Lehman right now, it's really exciting to watch. And like you guys mentioned earlier with the tire issue, Hurlow pitted a lap later than we all thought we were going to be pitting. You were short pit there. And you're right, I think Scott said it earlier, that these guys are going to go 30 laps on these sets of tires. It should be really interesting with the last 5 laps to go how much they skate around. It's going to be so slick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, David Howard Jr. on pit road now, and he does a 4-tire change. So, I know we've seen Christopher Hurlow did a short pit, and now we're seeing David Howard Jr. kind of giving these guys, a little bit of an insurance, not even making it quite to halfway, but they'll be able to stay out for the rest of the race now and make it on fuel.
Well, something I noticed during practice was the tires didn't have a lot of fall off. I only ran maybe a 5 or 6 lap run, but there was really no fall off in the tires. But during my lone practice sessions this week, after about the 10th or 11th lap, these tires turned to grease. It was crazy the way it went. Wow. I don't know if it's the combination of the setup or the weather or what, but like I said, it should be really interesting to see what these guys. I hope all these guys are going to take 4 tires. I can't imagine taking just 2. There's really nothing to be gained on a road course,
That's for sure. That's for sure.
How about you, Ed? What'd you think about it?
I think that when I was there testing, my second time around, and when I was testing my first time around, boy, I thought it was on ice. But my second time I went out, I thought it was awesome. It's, like I said, you got to back the turns up. And other than that, I think the race is going awesome tonight, John. And I think these boys are doing a hell of a job.
Oh, absolutely. Even I'm surprised with Rush. He's actually he's had a couple of off-track incidents, but I mean he's actually kept it between the white lines fairly well, better than what we thought he would, or he thought he would, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Usually you see Rush at a bus stop or into the sand dunes or somewhere, but can't believe he's doing a heck of a job tonight here.
Absolutely, and I tell you, I'm really impressed with Griffin. I've driven with Cody on a couple of road courses, and I'm not saying he's horrible, don't get me wrong, but he's just doing a lot better than his normal run on road courses.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's showing it here tonight.
Absolutely. I tell you what, it's going to be I think a race between him and Lehman in the 15. And I wouldn't count Herlo out. Herlo's shown some really great moves on road tracks before.
Well, guys, not to interrupt you, but James Lehman just spun it coming out of the last turn to come to the straight front stretch.
It was only a matter of time, Rudy.
Man, and he hit the wall pretty good lick, too.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's got a lot of damage.
Put him back in the 4th spot, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
remarkable
but
for him to
damaged.
do that.
Dang, then he got into the end of pit road wall, too. So,
Ouch.
man.
Oh, just a quick update, fellas. I just heard from my granddaughter's father. They did some more x-rays, and it looks like the brace is doing its job already with 3 days into it. Oh, that was a hard hit Lehman took. Look
That's
at that.
great news.
And that's great. Well, we hope everything works out, John, and you know, man, just love on her, and know, you know, I'm sure she feels the love, and that's going to help her heal. She's young, and knowing that her family loves her as much, you know, that's going to help her.
And she's got that mustard hard head. That was a heck of a lick. I guess you guys saw that. It looks like Lehman hit the outside retainer wall before he went in the turn, and then lost it again and hit the pit wall coming out of the turn.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he did.
That's a tough lick right there, man. But yeah, she's a strong little girl. And I tell you, I've always told people this. She's 6 going on 20. The kid's got so much attitude and spunk. It's crazy.
Wow.
Well, there goes my pick for the race, man. I really thought Lehman was going to have something for Cody Griffin.
He cooked them tires a little while back, and he's been battling that car for a while now, and it just finally caught up to him.
Scott, I gotta say, man, you disappointed me tonight, brother.
I just got tired of getting beat into the wall and embarrassing myself, and I wanted to have a little fun, so I thought I'd take the week off and kind of catch my breath.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. And thank you, Mrs. Herlo. I saw your text there. Thank you very much, ma'am. But I'll tell you, road course racing for me is an adventure, and we'll just yeah, that's a good word for it. It's an adventure. I'm one of those guys, South Louisiana. You know, I'm from the South, not born and raised, but raised down here. And my father was a dirt track racer, and I drove late models. And it just feels abnormal to me to sit inside of a roll cage and turn the wheel to the right unless I'm trying to catch the car.
Well, boys, our leader is on pit road, Cody Griffin, who's done a remarkable job tonight, getting some fresh rubber and some fuel.
Lap 25, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, halfway.
You guys have a way to see what kind of a fall off he had between lap 1 and lap 25?
Yeah, he's well, I can't now, but his fastest lap was a 1:14.657. But I can't tell what his last lap was because he pitted. So
yeah, dude, that's pretty fast. That's cooking it right there, man.
Yeah.
So who you guys have as a pick tonight besides Griffin? That's the obvious choice.
On lap 124, or on lap 24, he had a 1:15.8, so he only fell off about a second from his fastest lap.
Well, it did
crazy.
It did put Sean Butler out in the lead, and I'm sure we're going to see him try to come around here and at least lead this lap to get that valuable point for leading a lap. He's in our points leader, but you know every point counts to make sure he ensures that lead. So yeah, he will collect one valuable point here for leading the lap.
And that's right. Bonus points do count. This isn't like the Cup Series where you got to win to be in the chase. These guys are definitely going to be fighting for every point they can get throughout the season. We saw that last season. It was such a narrow points chase going into Homestead, and I think Butler pulled it off by less than 10 points, wasn't it?
Something like that. I don't remember, but James Lehman coming down pit road now, so let's see what kind of damage his pit crew assesses on that vehicle. It's got a lot of it.
Yeah, I still haven't heard the last of last season from Herlo. He really wanted me to race Butler harder at Homestead. He's still got a lot of damage on that car, Lehman does, and if I'm not mistaken, we don't have resets now, do we?
No. And it looks like he's going to be sitting there for a while.
Yeah, well, the good news is iRacing's made that thing now to where the crew chief won't tell you you're done. They'll just tell you have to sit there for a half hour or so while they fix it.
Yeah.
Or an hour.
Well, in a race that I broadcasted here the other night, there was a guy that took a pretty good lick, sat on pit road. He had 22 minutes of damage. and he come back out and he picked up 7 spots just by staying in the race.
Yeah, that happened to me at Talladega last Sunday, the Sunday before last. I had a run third, a guy in front of me, I don't know what happened, he just lost it, and 3 of us hit him. And I had 27 minutes of damage to fix, but I went back out and picked up 9 spots, so you never know now. And I'm glad to see that, though. I really am.
Well, Cody's back in second now after making his pit stop. Sean Butler still has not been on pit road, and neither has Christopher Perryman.
Travis Townsend just coming off pit road, along with Steve Hurst.
Yeah, I don't have them on my relative. Steve Hurst?
Yes, sir. He's racing tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, he just come off pit road?
Yeah, he's right in front of Travis Townsend. Oh,
you're not
sorry,
live.
I'm not live.
So you better get live.
Well, he did come off pit road with Travis Townsend.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I apologize for that. That's when I went back and looked at that replay.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm way behind.
I'm just not. I can click
Hey,
on
the
Travis.
Rushmobile's on pit road.
Travis is out there in the 7th spot.
Yeah, I'm showing him because he come in so late and it didn't show up on there in time that I'm showing him in 20th. But if you say he's in 7th, then that's good to know.
Yeah, according to this, he's the last car in the lead lap.
Yeah, and he's right behind William Kirk.
Yeah, not too far. They've kind of been around each other the entire race. At one time, Townsend had gotten by him, but now Kirk is back out in front of Townsend.
Kirk driving the FedEx Mobile. Well, John, thank you for joining us, man. Again, not to keep repeating myself, but it really kind of bothers me to see little kids hurt like that, and I could only imagine how you feel and how you felt that day. I probably couldn't imagine. That was
every parent's worst nightmare and grandparent. I mean, my daughter, for the record, for those who didn't know, it was my daughter and her 2 children. My grandson who's 2 and my granddaughter who's 6. Daughter's fine. She's got a few bumps and bruises. My grandson had a broken nose, multiple bruises, contusions on his face and forehead, but they let him go that night, and he was back to his crazy, eating everybody out of the house and home self the next day. But it's
guys,
my granddaughter took the worst lick. Go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt, but our leader just blew his motor. Cody Griffin.
What?
Cody Griffin?
Big
blew the
puff of
motor.
smoke going into the bus stop. I thought it was brakes. Nope, motor's gone. He's well off the pace.
Oh, Sean Butler's taking all 4 tires, gentlemen.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
No, sir.
Heartbreaking.
Cody Griffin is coasting
Man.
towards the pits.
Well, I think we're going to have to get him down here and see if we can talk to him and find out what happened.
I didn't mean to interrupt that story.
No, that's fine.
No, by all means, Scott. Did he hit something, Scott? Did you see? Or did
He was right in front of Rush going into the bus stop, and I thought one of them just braked too hard because there's a big puff of smoke, and nope, it's a blown motor. Admin Tower just confirmed it.
Wow.
Man,
So
that's
he
a
was
heartbreaker.
running that thing hard.
I'm not going to pick anybody ever again because apparently that's bad luck.
Yeah, he's trying to coast into his pit stall.
Wonder how that makes everybody else out on track field, being that this is a fixed setup and somebody blew a motor.
Oh, he downshifted it. Downshifted in the wrong gear. Popped
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
Absolutely, yeah. Man, that's heartbreaking.
Wow.
He had a fast machine too.
That's all it takes is one mistake.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to bid you a fond adieu. Thank you very much for allowing me to come up to the booth again tonight and talk to you guys. I have a blast every time I do this. It's such a great broadcast you guys put on.
Well, it's great to have you, John. Great to have you, man.
Great to have you.
Well,
John.
you know, I tell you, if my career with racing doesn't work out, maybe I'll just start broadcasting.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Apparently, that's the road it's going down these days. It's been a rough season for me so far at the Max Speed Racing Nationwide Series, or Xfinity Series, excuse me. Well, guys, y'all have a good evening. Oh, go ahead, Rudy. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you, you do have a good voice for it.
Well, I appreciate that. I do. Well, guys, y'all have a good night. Scott, I will see you at Bristol, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Y'all have a good night, fellas.
All right, thanks,
John.
See ya.
Take care, man. I hope good news for your family.
I appreciate this, Scott. Thank all of y'all for the prayers, man. I really do. Thank you.
You bet, John.
Take care, John.
And we got another brand new leader, Christopher Hurlow, out front. He's been on pit road, so he may lead here for a little while. He's been patient just long enough. Daniel Smallwood, 2.8 seconds behind him.
I take it Sean Butler decided to pit after he had that moment coming around to that final turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you sure did. Yep.
While John was talking there, Butler almost lost it and almost put it into the wall himself.
Jesus, oh, man.
Some tires.
Well, these front four have got a pretty good amount of time on fifth place William Kirk. Got a pretty good lick on him. They got about probably 4 seconds on him.
And our defending champion is out front, guys.
Let's
Sure is.
That's the first time I've gotten a chance to say that this year. The champ is back out front.
I'm going to get Cody Griffin down here. We're going to have a chat with him. Cody Griffin, you got a copy?
Yep.
Well, Cody, what happened there, brother?
Hendrick engine failure.
Hendrick engine failure. You don't think it was operator related in any way, huh?
I've been shifting like that for the past, ever since the race started, and it just popped.
Wow. Are they going to be able to fix it, do you think?
30 minutes of required.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Race will probably be over by then. Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
It'll be close.
Yeah, it'll be close. Doggone it, man. And you were definitely the fastest car out there. I know Lehman gave you a little bit of a tussle there at the beginning of the race, but after he spun out, you really didn't have anybody mounting a challenge on you.
No, not really.
Well, don't get all down about it, brother. Next week's, you did good. You clearly had the fastest car out there tonight. That's got to be a little bit of a shot in the arm knowing that.
Yeah, it's just getting tiring of having these races wrapped up and stuff like that happening. It's getting old.
Yes, sir. I agree. I agree. Well, get her fixed up, buddy, and see if you can get back out there.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Well, guys, Sean Butler just gained about a second on the leader there just a minute ago.
That poor boy is just heartbroken, ain't he?
Oh, he sure is.
I can relate.
Golly, man. Yeah, Daniel Smallwood, 3.4 seconds back. Sean Butler not far behind him. Coming up on Rush, and them two have a history. I hope it's not going to be another one.
And all that time that Butler gained on the leader, he just lost it all.
Yeah, he's riding behind Rush here. I think there you go. There was a little communication there. I think Rush didn't know which way he was going to go, and finally Sean must have told him, "No, I'm going to the right." So
Steve Hurst coming down pit road, going to get out of the leader's way.
Okay. Hurlow now continues to lead. He's led 4 laps. The one that's led the most laps, 25 laps, is Cody Griffin, and nobody can beat that. So he will get the bonus point for leading the most laps tonight.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's definitely been a good race, guys.
Oh, it
Yes.
definitely has.
Yes,
Twists
it
and
has.
turns at every corner.
I love it.
What's going to happen in these closing 17 laps?
Oh, Sean Butler hits the grass again. Coming out of the bus stop.
Well, I'm going to
There you
tell you, there's a driver right there, Daniel Smallwood. Look at this. He's got himself into the second spot, and I really do not see Sean Butler reeling him up now. They're coming down to 17 to go. Sean's not far behind him, but knowing just how good of a racer Daniel Smallwood is, I look for him to be, he's going to get a top 3 finish no matter what here, as long as he doesn't make a mistake.
Yeah, he's managed to stay within about 3 seconds of the leader, give or take, and Butler stayed within about 5 seconds. I don't think these guys are going to go away, though. And remember, Christopher Hurlow pitted on lap 20, a lot earlier than these other guys. So his tires are going to go away first.
That's right. But you heard what John Mushin said there. He said that he did not notice any tire fall off whatsoever. So
there's some tire fall off.
It's got to be.
Oh yeah, there is. And if you abuse them, they get really slick. So if you make a couple mistakes and abuse the tires, like going into the bus stop way too hard, flat spotting them, then you're going to be in trouble the rest of the run.
Oh, Smallwood almost got loose there. Saves it. Still loose. Still sliding.
Boy, he's just dirt tracking that.
He's dirt tracking all around this track.
And now Butler's closing in.
Yep.
Well, yeah, man. We're going to close in if you're stalling on that brake and trying to get in that thing roll again. I mean, you're sliding all over the place. You're going to catch up. You know what I mean? Could you lose speed?
And speaking of closing in, Travis Townsend closing in on the captain. Captain's running 4th, Townsend running 5th.
The captain. Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk, yep.
Oh, Joshua Keene in chat. Hey, Joshua, man, we're missing you in here, dude. He's got school things going on and stuff. He said he's only going to be able to run a limited season this season. And really a shame because Thomas is such a good racer, man. Josh. I'm sorry, Joshua. That's Thomas Keene's. I think it's isn't that Thomas Keene's brother, Joshua Keene? Or is that the same thing?
Not sure, Rudy.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know.
Sean Butler's close to within 4.3 seconds of our leader, so he's closing, Rudy.
Yes, he is. But Sean gets by Smallwood now, puts Smallwood back to 3rd. And like I said, it's a long ways back to William Kirk, but they could be closing up on him if Smallwood's just totally abused them tires, which it looks like he has. Oh, it is Thomas. Okay, it's his other account, Joshua. Wow. Okay.
I just don't see how Christopher Hurlow is going to be able to stay out front on 30 laps of tires.
Oh, look at this here. We got a battle. Travis Townsend on the inside of William Kirk. Oh, didn't make it though. That's about the only really good battle that's going on right now.
And Kirk's doing everything he can to keep the 83 in the mirror. The 83 almost bounced it off the wall there.
Yes, he did.
Cost him a little time. He fell back a little bit because of it.
You know what's really funny? Now all of a sudden Travis shows up on my relative.
I was going to ask you about that.
Whoa.
Better late than never, Rudy.
I don't know what the heck. Man, it's like all of a sudden he's there.
He lost some more time through the bus stop, so he's faded back a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's in the wall. Sean, is that? No, that's the 41.
41. Christopher
Pyramid's in the wall.
The Wolf.
Ooh, let's go see what happened here.
Looks like he spun it around and got into that outside, actually the outside wall.
This was right after they come out of the bus stop. He's coming around that sharp bend, and we'll see if he caught the grass or anything. I'm not sure.
Oh, he banged it into, I can't tell what car number that is.
Oh, yeah. That was Kyle Strychar's out there.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
he just bounced it right off of him.
First time we've mentioned Kyle's name tonight.
Yeah, he got in a late start here tonight. He's had something in school going on, and but he said he was going to try to make it in and at least turn a couple of laps. And he'll probably wind up using this as his drop week because he still wants to stay on the bid for that wheel, but he won't be able to miss any more for the rest of the season.
Nope.
Oh, guys, the 88's coming. He's under 3 seconds behind the 87.
Yes, he is. 2.5. And again, here's another one. You guys don't believe me when I say it. And Sean always goes, when I say Sean's going to win it. And he says, nope, I'm no good at these road courses. I'll be lucky to get a top 5. How many weeks have we heard?
believes him
Yeah,
when
how
he
many?
says that.
How many weeks have we heard that?
I think I hear every racetrack we go to.
I know it. Sean's just he's just a smooth racer. You know, you hardly ever see him make a mistake. He'll probably finish the race with 0 incidents.
Well, he's been off track a couple times, so he won't have 0 tonight. I can think of one in particular right before he pitted where he almost hit the inside wall when he came up out of the grass. Oh, and speaking of that, the 87 dirt track. Wow. He almost lost it.
Well, he's just barely stays out ahead of Sean, but Sean's only 2 seconds behind him now. Wow.
Yeah, it cost him almost half a second.
Smallwood in third, William Kurt fourth, Travis Townsend fifth. Them front five all within 10 seconds of each other, and we've only got 12 laps to go here.
Herlo's feeling those tires, Rudy.
Oh yeah, he's got the oldest tires out there of all them guys.
Yep, and there you go.
They do a lot of mirror
sideways
drive
again.
right now, Eddie, guys. Ooh,
Looks that way.
Well, you know, short pitted, and short pit works good on oval tracks. Now, I just don't know about short pitting on a road course like this. I don't know. I would have probably waited and stopped at about the halfway mark, like a lot of the guys did. You've seen a lot of them stop anywhere from lap 21 to 26 or so. You know.
Well, it's worked so far, but with 10 laps to go, I don't know.
Got to hit his marks. Don't worry about what's in back of you. Just hit your marks and move on.
Yep. Butler 1.9 seconds behind him now in closing. Daniel Smallwood has definitely fallen off the pace. I think he just totally burned his tires up.
We got William D. Kurt there. Maybe he can get that third spot. We'll see what happens. We'll have 11 to go, Rudy. Just time by. Yep.
No, 10 to go.
Oh, 10 to go. Okay.
10 to go. Yeah, you're right.
I see Smallwood got a little loose there too.
Yeah, Captain is definitely closing in on Smallwood.
Yeah, he's pulled away from Travis Townsend quite a little bit now. Townsend's fallen way back. Kyle Streicher's out there trying to pick up some positions. Has already picked up one from John Mushton, and it looks like he's going to get another one from Stephen Hollingsworth here. And I don't know if he's going to get that in before the end of the race or not.
Christopher Perryman was back on pit road, and he's back into the fight now. He's back there running ninth tonight.
Yeah, he's first one a lap down.
Yes, sir. He's the only car a lap down. Everybody else is 2 laps down or more.
Yeah, Abby, Christopher Herlo's wife, is saying that he was supposed to short pit but save the tires. As you can see, adrenaline got the best of him around lap 33.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's hard to save tires when you got Sean Butler chasing you.
Well, see, that rhymes. I don't know if you guys got that. That rhymes. He was supposed to short pit but save the tires, as you can see. Adrenaline got the best of him around lap 33.
That's right. Yep. And boy, Cody loose all over. He's all loosened up now. Sean Butler right on his door.
Oh, yeah. Did you say Cody?
Yeah.
I mean Christopher. Sorry. Sorry, Cody.
I was going to say, Cody still sitting on pit road trying to get damage fixed.
You know what it was? Because that red car. Because that's what
I knew
Cody
what you meant.
That red car out front, you know what I mean?
You must
We
not
know
have.
you're excited. I think we all do.
You must not have trading paints on because he's driving the white and blue low Chevrolet.
Well, I got the trading paints on, but my side doesn't work half the time, so
Say Control R.
I hit that like 5-6 times.
All right. Boy, Butler's right there, isn't he?
He sure
He's
is
not going away now.
He's just waiting for Christopher to make a mistake, and those two, they have a great respect for one another, and you know that means a lot out on the track. When you got two great racers like that having that much respect. The 87 and the 88 putting on a good show up here in the front.
Smallwood
sure
dirt tracking it off the last corner there. Wow.
There he goes. Gonna take a look. Ooh.
When the old rotor's just a glowing on Smallwood's cars, he's trying to break it hard to stay out ahead of William Kirk.
Doing everything he can.
Yes,
kind of like
he is.
Christopher Hurlow right now. And Butler's looking.
Yes, he is. Going into the bus stop. Not a good place to do it, but Hurlow's just got to stay focused. As his wife here in chat said, he's got to stay focused.
He's got to stay focused. He's right. He just got to hit his marks. Don't worry about what's in back of you. Just drive your line.
I've heard
Race is on.
drivers say this, and you know, maybe you guys will agree or disagree. I don't know. But I've heard drivers say that they do not even look in that mirror. Oh, they get together. No.
Oh, Butler spun him.
Oh,
Butler waited till the end and got underneath him and spun him.
I don't think that was intentional by any means, but
No.
we're going to go back and look at this from the
It
far
was just a
case.
late move.
Yeah.
Well, he had the line. What happened is, if he had the line, he just started sliding after he got the line.
Butler drove it in there really hard and got right into the side of Christopher Hurlow. So I would say Butler really, that was his fault.
Yep, sure was.
He definitely drove that in there way too hard. Well, good news is Christopher didn't get any damage, but it's going to put him back to 5th. Yeah, it's upsetting for Christopher. Doggone it.
That puts Daniel Smallwood in 2nd, and right there on his rear bumper is the number 9 of the captain, William Kirk, who's having his best run of the season tonight. It's good to see the captain up there in the fight, Rudy.
Yeah, it's good to see him back racing, man. That's pretty awesome.
Yep. Looking to move into that number 2 spot. He's all over Smallwood's bumper.
Well, as long as we don't...
And Smallwood's been loose, so we got to see what's going to happen coming out of here. He hangs on it there.
Well, he's got plenty of time. He knows that Smallwood's burnt them tires up. He can probably tell each and every... There you go. See? Smallwood goes way down and lets him by. He knows that Kirk's faster. He might as well just let him go. You know, Smallwood's still going to be in 3rd.
Oh, definitely.
You know, Travis Townsend is closing, but not real fast. And if Smallwood can just hang right there with Kirk, he should be okay. And Hurlow trying to recuperate from that spin. We might see him collect Travis Townsend before this is over. Abby said, from my angle, it was intentional. Black flag him. Well, we can't black flag him, but he does get recorded as an incident point against him in the league. So, you know, that is actually the first one that I think we've ever had on Sean Butler, isn't it, Ed?
And guys,
I think so, yes, Rudy.
not to interrupt, but to add insult to injury, there's going to be some controversy now. Christopher Hurlow was just given a black flag for blocking in that accident.
What?
Yep. And Christopher Hurlow's not happy about it at all.
Blocking? How was he blocking?
Not sure. But the chatter is still going on.
Oh, boy. Well, they can deal with it after the race. No, it wasn't blocking. I don't agree with that call, but...
And,
oh, he got removed.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rudy, just to follow up on it, the chatter went so far as the admin just removed Christopher Hurlow.
Oh, boy. David Howard Jr. in 7th. And these guys are about to pick up some spots.
I didn't see blocking in that accident. I don't know about you guys.
I didn't either. But
it just cost us our defending champion, who was just removed from the room.
Kevin O'Brien back here in 8th. Christopher Perryman still the first car a lap down. 5.7 seconds ahead of William Kirk. In second is Sean Butler. Well, these three right here, we've got second, third, and fourth pretty close together. We could see some battle in here. We got 4 laps to go, guys, and we could see some battle in here. Travis Townsend and Daniel Smallwood getting really close together.
That's pretty much the race at this point. Sean Butler's pretty much driven away with it. Sean's race to lose now. But Travis Townsend's closing in on Daniel Smallwood, Rudy. It ain't going to be long.
No, it sure ain't.
What a wild race tonight, guys.
Yes, sir.
What a wild race.
Gonna be an early one, boys. Woohoo.
Glad I took the opportunity to call it with you. It's been an eventful race.
Well, to be honest with you, it's been fun.
James Lehman is back in 5th, still on the lead lap. So he's got that damage fixed.
That's awesome.
However long it took him.
Oh, Smallwood is really loose. Townsend's going to go right by him. See you later.
Townsend's loose too.
Yeah, see if they're both dirt tracking it out there. That was awesome.
He got by though. And Travis Townsend moves into the 3rd spot. That podium spot, Ed.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
We got 3 laps to go, boys. Something tells me the fireworks are not going to end with the end of this race, gentlemen.
I don't think so. You know, this is always tough here. Don't matter how many times we've been here. You're gonna get you're gonna get some kind of anger. Someone's gonna throw their helmet and whatever. Now it's gonna happen.
Well, now we got the 17 extremely holding up our leader. That just cost him a lot of time there. Well, he gains a lot of time there.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. If that happens again, we could possibly see Kirk catch Butler. I don't think Rush will do that, though.
No, Rush will get the heck out of the way. I know he will. He just...
In all fairness, it was a bad spot for the 17, but the 17 did definitely slow down the 88.
Kirk still 3.5 seconds behind him, though.
Yeah, it's going to take a mistake, but he was out there almost 6 seconds at one point.
Travis Townsend now in 3rd. Daniel Smallwood back to 4th.
2 laps to go, Rudy.
It's good to see David Howard Jr. having a good run here at Walking Twin tonight.
Yeah, he's up to the 6th spot. Well, he's on the lead lap, but not by a whole lot, but he will stay on the lead lap. Kevin O'Brien, the last one on the lead lap, and he's got Butler closing up on the back of him here pretty quick.
That's great that Kevin O'Brien's in 7th tonight. Great run for Kevin tonight.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
I'm sure if it comes down to it, he will not hold up the leader. He knows, Kevin, he used to be an admin here for us, and he did a good job. It just got to be a lot for him, and it kind of inflicted on his racing out there a lot,
Yeah, it does. It does, Rudy.
It really does.
At the same time, he wants to finish on that lead lap, too, so he's going to drive the wheels off of it here.
He sure is.
Butler now 4.8 seconds ahead of William Kirk.
Yep, pulling away. White flag, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Sean Butler sailing to another win.
Travis Townsend in 3rd, now behind Rush. Smallwood 4th. James Lehman 5th. David Howard Jr. 6th. Kevin O'Brien 7th. But we're going to get up here on our leader. He's just got a couple of more turns to go to bring it to victory lane. We'll get these guys all down here and talk to them. I guess we'll get the whole lowdown on Sean Butler here when he joins us in the booth. One more turn for Sean Butler. Looking at victory here tonight easily. Well, I'm not going to say easily. He did drive drove a pretty tough race to get there, but brings it into victory lane. Congratulations to Sean Butler.
Good job, Sean. Big win
Good.
tonight.
Congratulations, Sean. Congratulations, William D. Kurt and Travis Townsend for taking that third spot up.
Yeah, well, guys, you want to drag Sean? Somebody drag Sean Butler down here, and I'll get talking to him while you guys are dragging the other ones down.
Let me find him real quick.
Ed, why don't you take second place and I'll take third, or Scott can take third.
Okay.
Let me interview the captain.
Okay, all right. Then Ed, you take third.
Okay.
Sean Butler, is he in here?
Yes, sir.
Ah, Sean,
Yes, sir,
you got a copy? Well, first off, congratulations on your victory here tonight. You got to tell us what was the deal with you and Hurlo.
Oh, I just, I run him down from 7 seconds behind, and I kept getting runs on him, and I had a good run going down that backstretch, and I took it to his inside, and I think I walked it up just a little bit, but I think he tried to put a little bit of a block on me, and we just kind of got together. I mean, I slowed down as much as I could, but it just one of them racing deals, in my opinion. I don't know, just didn't want it to happen, but
yeah,
I didn't want to wait forever.
Right. Well, again, Sean, we were talking about this earlier. You always say you don't have the the gumption to run some of these races and win them. You were just luckily hoping to get a top 5, and you bring it into victory lane tonight. Brother, we're never believing you again.
Yeah, well, like I said, it took Lehman got in a wreck, Cody's engine blew, and and then Hollingsworth got in a wreck. That's what got me out there. And even though I had a 15-second speeding penalty, I knew I was faster than Hurlo, and I just knew I was going to be able to run him down. So I didn't want that to happen. Like I said,
Well, things like that happen, and I don't know what all transpired on the track, which we'll find out later. But anyhow, you bring it into victory lane tonight. A good run for you at Watkins Glen. I know it's probably not one of your favorite tracks, but you did really well here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy. It was just awesome race tonight, and like I said, it was a pretty good give and take out there. I mean, I don't know, maybe Hurlo, if he'd just let me go. There's a couple times where I had good runs on him, he probably could let me go, but it's all right. It's racing. Hopefully he'll be back and we'll duke it out another race.
Yeah, because like I was just saying, just a couple of laps before that, you two are probably the most two respectful drivers out there, respecting each other on the track. And to see the 87 and the 88 come together like that, it's kind of heartbreaking to see that. But things like that do happen. It's a racing incident. If you had the run, he probably should have let you go. I know he wanted to get victory, in victory lane, but you both did, so. But anyhow, congratulations to you, Sean, for a great victory here at Watkins Glen. And anybody you want to thank?
It's you guys up there in the booth, people out there for watching, and it's great to come out here and put these on and put on a good show. Said didn't want that to happen, but congratulations to William Kirk, Travis Townsend, top 3, and thanks to Tommy for doing all the admin, try to watch that instead of doing a race, so appreciate that too.
All right. Thanks a lot, Sean, and congrats again.
Thank you.
All right, Scott, you got second place?
Captain Kirk, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, William, got your third top 5 finish of the year and your best finish of the season. How's that feel, man?
Oh man, it's been just a horrible season for me to start off. So this second is just as nice of a win. Honestly, it's just 14th in the points, missed a race, lagged out of last race, and so I'm really hyped to get this second place finish. That was a lot of fun racing Smallwood. I caught him from 6 or 5 seconds earlier in the race. He got back away, and then I caught him again, and I knew it was going to come down to just, last few laps, which it did. So there was a lot of respect with him, and I really appreciate that. And David Howard, I raced him a bit, and he, just everyone had a lot of respect, and it was just a lot of fun. So, yeah, good job to Sean for winning. Not like we're surprised, but good job to Sean for winning, and good job for Travis on that third place finish.
Well, this was definitely a wild race, man. What'd you think of all the craziness that was going on out there?
When Cody blew his engine, it was just one of those things where you thought he was kidding, because I mean, he was the fastest at Phoenix. Thought he was going to win there. He was if he wasn't the fastest, he was second fastest, with Lehman being fastest. But since Lehman got in an incident, it kind of, Cody was the guy to beat, and that just was amazing that he didn't hit anything or do anything, and it just popped on him. So it was just it was very weird. It was very eventful. If this was a night race, I would have said there would have been a full moon, but it was definitely odd.
Well, it is St. Patrick's Day.
That's true. That's very true.
Well, you got anybody you want to thank tonight, man? That was a hell of a performance tonight.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank all my buddies watching. Chase, Drew, they watch me almost every week, and that's really cool. Ian, he's in the hospital, but he normally watches, so shout out to him, and just shout out to everyone. Like, I went from 11th to 2nd and didn't have one single car contact with anyone. Then on a road course, that's incredible. So it's good job to everyone. That's all I got to really say. And thanks for you guys for putting this on, and Tommy for broadcasting. It really means a lot to all of us.
Well, William, great job tonight, man. We gonna see you at Bristol next week, Tennessee. Rocky Top.
I'm thinking I'll be in Garden of the Gods that morning, but I'm going to try to be back in time because I want to make it, so I'm going to try.
All right, well, hopefully we'll see you next week, and you'll be shooting for your 4th top 5 of the season.
That would definitely be awesome. Thank you, boys.
Good job, buddy. Ed?
Thank you.
Hey, thanks. Congratulations there to William B. Curtin and Sean Butler there. Hey, Smallwood, you got a copy?
Not Smallwood, Townsend's here.
Townsend, sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm on the wrong page. You want to give us a little rundown? I see you started in qualifying. You started 6th. You up in the 3rd spot. You battled there with William D. Kurt there for a while. I think it was like 5 or 6 laps there. You were battling him hard. He finally got by you. Looks like maybe your tires gave up a little bit. You want to give us a little info? What happened on those last 5 laps?
Yeah, Ed, he was actually out in front of me the whole time. He had caught some lap cars at a bad place, I think up through the S's, which let me close on him. And I got right to him there and got a nose under him once. But it's tough to pass here without making contact. It really is. And you're running for 3rd or 4th place. I didn't really want to push the issue too hard, so I had to back off. Then he ended up pulling away from me there later on. I probably did push the tires a little too much.
Yeah, I imagine it was tough out there for you. I mean, even in getting the 3rd spot, it's just awesome here at Watkins Glen. It's a really, really tough track there, and it is a driver's track. I mean, you got to hit your marks every turn, especially up through the S's there. How to get on the brake and get off the brake through that, the S's there. But you look like you did a heck of a job tonight. Do you want to give a shout out and a thank you to anybody out there tonight there, Travis?
Thank you guys up in the booth. You always do a great job with the broadcast, and everybody around me. I raced a lot with Smallwood, and we ran great side by side, close all night, never had any contact or anything like that. Everybody else who was up front, I'm glad to eke out a 3rd place finish, but I really didn't run too well tonight. There's a lot of other people who had problems that kind of let me get a decent finish, but that's what it's about. From whenever you're running for a championship, take the average or bad nights and turn them into something decent.
You got that right, Travis. Anyways, buddy, congratulations again on your 3rd place finish tonight here at Watkins Glen. We're going to turn it back over to Rudy. We'll give you the rundown, and we'll close this broadcast down.
All right, Sean Butler winning here tonight. William Kirk in 2nd. Travis Townsend 3rd. Daniel Smallwood finishing 4th. Great finish for him. James Lehman coming back after all he went through of spinning and getting a lot of damage on his car after hitting the wall a couple times. Finishing 5th. David Howard Jr. 6th. Kevin O'Brien 7th. Christopher Perryman 8th. Rush in 9th. And Matthew Breckel 10th. Scott?
Brian Phillips comes home 11th. Christopher Herlow 12th. Steve Hurst 13th. Cody Griffin 14th. Stephen Hollingsworth 15th. Kyle Streichard 16th. And rounding out the field, John Mushton Jr. 17th. Rudy.
All right, very good. All right, well, again, congratulations to our winner, Sean Butler. And man, what a race there, guys. I don't know. What do you think?
The Butler did it.
The Butler did it.
That's right. Great race, Sean. It's
Hey,
another great win. How many does that make for you?
I think that's my 4th one this season already.
Man.
Yeah.
Spread around the welfare a little bit, brother.
Yeah.
Dominating, man. Dominating.
Yeah, not really not dominating the races, but it's just a great league, and we got some good racers and some good clean racing. And like I said, I hated what happened with Hurlo, but if everyone who knows me knows that wasn't intentional, it's just racing deal. So it is what it is. So hopefully everyone will be back next week and watch another good race.
Well, on that note, let the post race begin, because I'm sure there's going to be some fireworks.
Oh yeah.
I'm over here in YouTube chatting.
Now everyone's buddies. What are you guys talking about?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Tonight, they're not.
All right, guys. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow night for MaxSpeed. We'll be back broadcasting with MaxSpeed. So until then, folks, stay safe.
Have a good night, everybody.